Everyone, welcome.
Well,
This is the first vodcast. I have Ash to my right. I have the lovely Connie to my left. I have a lovelier Ben
this is really
to my far left. And
we
we
look
are the 80-page giant.
This is what we look like. Aren't you impressed?
And we have done a lot of audio, but now we're going to attempt video.
We are.
And
So we're
on a couch together.
We're all dressed in our finery for today. Don't know.
Not sure whether. Oh, and Tim being our hardcore person.
I don't normally do shout outs. I don't like the phrase, but I'm going to shout
is
out
actually maybe if he's done the right job, you can see some Walking Dead and Before Watchmen and Earth 2, some things that we're going to be talking about.
We are.
But we'll be holding them up like this. Did you see that?
Going to be very
Yeah.
professional.
We'll read them to you.
And I think that first,
voices.
I think Ben is champing at the bit. He would
Who
like to
told you?
talk. He would like to talk about Ben. Which one? Which one are you going to pick?
Here's the irony. I'm not reading a lot of material by DC these days.
All right, now you need to speed it up a little bit there.
But it begins. It begins already. But
We'll be doing that a lot.
But I am really enjoying two things. I am enjoying Before Watchmen, and we just lost half our listeners, half our viewers.
Did we?
No, we did.
No,
I don't think so.
actually,
We didn't.
I think even the ones that are angry about this will be listening intently.
Because they're good books. Before Watchmen, and I want to talk about Earth
And
2.
watching.
Earth 2, which is not a comics adaptation of the short-lived science fiction TV series from the 90s, but is in fact a very good series by DC Comics.
Which one are you going to choose?
All right, I'm going to start with Earth 2. Okay, here's the thing. Okay, New 52, DC have relaunched all of their titles.
Earth 2 didn't make the cut for 52. They didn't make it.
Yes,
the first
no, it
round.
didn't. Because here's the thing: it's an alternate version, if you like, of the DC universe, as the name implies. I mean, the title Earth 2 has a long and illustrious heritage, if you like. What I find ironic about the series is that when the advanced promotional material came out about Earth 2, it was all centered upon these three characters who you may or may not recognize: Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman.
I think everyone.
The Trinity.
The Trinity, as they are sometimes referred. They don't make it alive through the first issue. In fact, the first issue, spoilers, but the first issue features the death of the Trinity. And on this alternate superhero universe, it is implied that really they're the only real heroes on Earth, apart from Robin and Supergirl, who are sort of sidekicks.
Let's not forget our very own Aussie artist.
Drawn
Nicholas
by
Scott.
Nicholas Scott,
Yes.
written by James Robinson. Now, James Robinson,
She's a lovely girl. Met her.
Nicholas Scott is,
Fantastic.
yes, she's an artist to
Did a
whom I am
beautiful job.
warming. I am warming to her work. At first, I wasn't sure, but actually, I think that she has a really good command of anatomy. I think that she's able to compose her panels really well, and for a solid, exciting superhero book. I think Earth 2 works really well. And I think the premise is really solid, because the idea is, well, what happens if the three greatest heroes in the world are killed, and a group composed of former sidekicks and brand new heroes has to kind of step in. And so it's a chance in an alternate universe for the writers to come up with a kind of a new take on a few characters.
It's carte blanche.
Carte blanche. It is.
You can do whatever you like.
Yeah, although the irony is, of course, that what we get is Flash, Green Lantern, characters who've existed before, but in a new way.
But Ben, is this like the JSA?
It is shaping up
The
to
Justice
be that.
Society
The
of
Justice
America,
Society of
which
America,
was
the very
in an
first-
alternate universe.
Yeah, well, they were moved over. They were shunted over.
But look at this.
To an alternate universe in the early days.
We've got a golden. What is that?
That's Mercury.
Golden Age.
That's
The
Mercury.
god.
No, that's Mercury, the actual
Mercury?
god, the ancient Greek.
What
god
is he doing
of the
in
messenger
Earth
of the gods.
2?
He turns up and he gives the Flash his new origin. The Flash's origin is no longer a science fictional one; it becomes a mythological origin.
Flash is a bit young there.
He's a young guy. He's a young Jay Garrick. Now, fans of the Flash might know the name Jay Garrick. He was the original Flash from the Golden Age, from the 1940s. And here he's a kind of a hybrid version. He has a kind of space helmet that looks a little bit like the helmet the Flash
Yes,
has.
yes.
Now, here's
it
the
is.
controversy.
Oh,
I I think it's
I
fantastic.
think you've already brought up many controversies
Well, here's the controversy
with
about
this
this one.
comic, but look at this.
Here is the reason why.
Here's a couple of
This is
guys
pretty
kissing.
passionate.
There's
Some-
nothing wrong with that.
Some
but
of our
please,
friends from the
Ben,
Bible Belt might be a little offended
Ben,
by
can
this.
you please explain who these characters are?
What you got there is you got Alan Scott. Now, Alan Scott was the original Green Lantern, and in this series, he's Green Lantern again, and he has been outed in his first appearance,
Oh! What do we have here?
and he becomes Green
The
Lantern.
Green Lantern.
Not
in
only
issue
that,
3.
once again, no longer a science fictional origin, he becomes the Green Lantern, focus on the green, because he is the kind of environmental protector of the Earth. The Green, or the sort of the life force of the Earth, contacts Alan Scott and says, "We want you to be Earth's greatest defender. You will be the defender of nature."
Can I just read a little bit of dialogue?
Please go for it.
This is very touching. God, I've missed you. I'm on this page. Okay. I'm really sorry, Sam. I didn't think I'd be gone so long, which is something I wanted to talk to you about, by the way. It'll keep, love. Let's get out of here.
They're about to get married.
On their way to get married.
Yeah.
Come on, say yes.
Trump's
Besides,
Marvel.
you owe me for being away as long as you have. Why not? It sounds magical. Let's go.
Look,
Fantastic.
it's solid dialogue. It's not flashy. James Robinson.
Well, James Robinson can do dialogue as opposed to Jeff Johns.
Who you can't write.
I'm sorry.
Hey, look, we're gonna
Plotting,
We're gonna say
he's
what we
fine.
think. We're gonna say what we think.
He's fine.
Jeff Johns, yeah, he does a mean plot.
He's
but
a great plotter.
He can't put the words and characters in mouths.
He should be the chief editor of DC.
Yeah. Now the thing about it is,
Or chief.
Robinson.
No. Someone needs to control Jeff Johns as well.
I love James Robinson. If for nothing else, then he wrote what I feel was the best superhero title of the '90s, which was Starman. I don't think he's ever he's
I
reached
know,
the heights that he
right?
reached with Starman since then. But these guys are so excited; they're reading the book as we go. Look at that! See?
Look, hold
And-
on. No, better still.
No,
let me just propose.
And-
Look at
And the
that golden ring.
Ring.
I
Green
love
Lantern.
you, Sam. I'm crazy about you. Marry me so we can, and then a
Wham.
massive
Bang.
explosion.
Oh, spoiler.
Send us.
Big explosion, end of it, a cliffhanger in issue 2, and then it begins with issue 3. Shall I do the joke? It's a terrible joke, but he's actually flaming.
It never gets
Yeah, and no, I love this. And when Robinson was asked about that whole issue with the openly gay major character, his response I thought was entirely appropriate. He said, "Why not? I mean, it makes sense. This is the 21st century. Why, and
Batwoman's there now.
He doesn't make it a big political point. He just has this character who, and according to Earth 2, is the most powerful superhero in the world. Happens to prefer that lifestyle. It's nothing,
Curmudgeons, middle adults,
I've been labelled a
and,
curmudgeon myself.
and children are really enjoying
can't
Earth
imagine.
2.
Yeah.
This
Peter,
is the thing.
you, as a retailer, you could tell us who buys this book.
Everyone.
Everybody.
Everyone.
Not
There's
just-
no small or demographic that
It's
you
not
can
a specialised
actually
demographic. Rating
grasp. It's-
number 2, I think, in downloads on Comixology at the moment.
Wow.
Number 2,
Wow. That's incredible.
beating out several Batman titles.
I think it's because it's fresh. I
I
think
like
it's
hearing
because
that. I
it's
like
because they can do what they like. James Robinson is a good writer. He has written a lot of good stuff.
Yeah.
Look, I think there's a great future for Earth 2 for this book. 3
I-
issues out now.
I love
as of,
superheroes.
as
I
of
love
going
Nicholas
to vodcasting, but
So she did all of them?
Nicholas
did all
Scott
of them?
has done the covers and the interiors.
Probably
for all
doing
3
the
issues so
first-
far.
I actually, something
Probably
that I
doing the first
really
half.
appreciate
Yeah.
is that it looks the same on the inside as it does on the cover. So you know exactly what you're getting.
very rare.
And
Indeed.
I love that.
Indeed.
Love,
Very
love,
rare.
love that.
I think there may be
Really
alternate
did a
covers
super job.
floating around, but I think these are the.
But I
these are the
love
main
that,
covers.
yeah. Her interiors, her
If
colours.
you look, here's the thing, folks. If you are new to superheroes, you're not sure. You think, and the new 52 relaunch, which is kind of a relaunch, but not really. If that's getting you down because you feel like you're jumping in midstream, it's only 3 issues in. Pick it
The
up.
epic begins.
Yeah, pick it up because it will tell you everything you need to know about the characters. It gives you a solid, satisfying story, and I'd give it a 9 out of 10.